Students, this is Rasmi Pathak, and today I'm going to discuss a very interesting lesson, the 100 dresses, which has been written by L. Basour Esther. Now, first I want to clear about author. Eleanor states, born May 9, 1906 and died July 15, 1988, was an American children's author and a children's librarian. Her work, Jinga Pie, which she also created illustration for, won the Newbery Medal. Three of her books were Newbery Honor winners and one was awarded the Lewis Carroll Self Award. State's books were based on her life in a small town, Connecticut, in early 1900s. Now, I want to clear once again that you have to notify born Eleanor Ruth Roosevelt, May 9, 1906, West Haven, Connecticut, died July 15, 1988, aged 82, Hamden, Connecticut, occupation writer, illustrator, librarian, education, Pratt Institute School of Information and Library Science, period 1941-1988. Genre children's literature. Notable works: Jinga Pie, The 100 Races, The Moffat Series. Notable awards: Newbery Medal 1952, Carolyn Havens Scholarship for Children's Librarians. Now, I want to clear about the story, The 100 Dresses. Okay, student, first you have to know that in which condition she has written this story. The 100 Dresses is a story based on the true experiences of the author, L. Basour Esther, about a girl who is teased by her classmates because she belongs to a poor family. The girl, Wanda Petronsky, becomes the butt of her friends' jokes because of her funny Polish name. She is always quiet and wears the same faded blue dress to school every day. She always boasts of having 100 dresses of same color at home. The story is also about the realization which people from mainstream society are forced to make about other different people with similar potential and emotions. Okay, now I want to clarify about the characters before I start the summary of this lesson. Clarify the character. Now, first character is important character, Wanda Petronsky, a poor Polish girl with a funny name who wears same blue dress always and boasts of having 100 dresses. Second character is Peggy, very important character, always teases Wanda, creates a game to ask Wanda about dresses different from others, never made Wanda cry by teasing, the most popular and pretty girl in the school. Third character is Maddie, always teases Wanda, very close friend of Peggy, a poor girl but never boasts like Wanda. And fourth character is Miss Mason, Wanda's class teacher, who helps the students and supports them. Today, Monday, Wanda Petronsky was not in her seat, but nobody, not even Peggy and Madeline, the girls who started all the fun, noticed her absence. Usually, Wanda sat in the seat next to the last seat in the last row in room 13. She sat in the corner of the room where the rough boys who did not make good marks sat. The corner of the room where there was most scuffling of feet, most roars of laughter when anything funny was said, and most mud and dirt on the floor. Wanda did not sit there because she was rough and noisy. On the contrary, she was very quiet and rarely said anything at all, and nobody had ever heard her laugh out loud. Sometimes she twisted her mouth into a crooked sort of a smile, but that was all. Scuffing of feet, noisy dragging movements of the feet on the ground. This story revolves around a girl named Wanda Petronsky and her classmates Peggy and Madeline, who made fun of her. Now, the plot of the story opens up on Monday. Here, I have already cleared you now how the other girls started to tease her. Since here I want to clear, Wanda was nothing like those boys. No one ever understood why she sat there. There were only guesses that it is because she came from Boggin Heights and her shoes were usually dirty with all the mud. People hardly noticed her in the classroom as she was silent and alone on the time. It was only before or after school hours when groups of kids used to wait for her to mock her that they thought of her. Some used to wait even at the cost of getting late for school. The next day, Tuesday, Wanda was not in school either and nobody noticed her absence again. But on the Wednesday, Peggy and Maddie, who sat down front with other children who got good marks and who did not trek in a whole lot of mud, did notice that Wanda was not there. Peggy was the most popular girl in the school. She was pretty, she had many pretty clothes, and her hair was curly. Maddie was her closest friend. The reason Peggy and Maddie noticed Wanda's absence was because Wanda had made them late to school. They had waited and waited for Wanda to have some fun with her, and she just had not come. They often waited for Wanda Petronsky to have fun with her. The fact that Wanda was not present on Tuesday as well got noticed, but it was on Wednesday when Maddie and Peggy noticed her absence. It was also then when they waited before school to make fun of her, but instead ended up getting late because she did not show up. Peggy was the most famous girl who wore good and tidy clothes. She sat with the toppers of the class. No one ever got curious about why Wanda was no longer coming to school. All they cared was they could not make fun of her. Now I have already told you, Wanda Petronsky, most of the children in the room, 13, did not have names like that. They had names easy to say like Thomas, Smith, or Ellen. There was one boy named Bounce, Willie Bounce, and people thought that was funny, but not funny in the same way that Petronsky was. Wanda was a Pole who had immigrated to America. Her fellow classmates thought that Wanda Petronsky was a strange name because they had simpler and easier American names, except a guy named Willie Bounce, which they thought sounded funny but is still lesser than Petronsky. They found her name to be long and unfamiliar. This shows that those children did not understand diversity, and whatever they did was done out of thoughtlessness. Wanda did not have any friends. She came to school alone and went home alone. She always wore a faded blue dress that did not hang right. It was clean, but it looked as though it had never been ironed properly. She did not have any friends, but a lot of girls talked to her. Sometimes they surrounded her in the schoolyard as she stood watching the girls play hopscotch on the worn hard ground. Now, here, hopscotch is a game in which children hop into the oval square marked on the ground. Now, what happened? I have already cleared you that Wanda was usually seen wearing a faded blue dress. Okay, that did not fit her properly, but it is clean and unironed. Now here what when these girls started to make fun them they because all of them talked to her in order to make fun of her, from her tale about 100 dresses to her unfamiliar name. They found it all amusing when she used to watch little girls play in the ground. Okay, now here it is given Wanda, Peggy would say in a most courteous manner, as though she were talking to Miss Mason. Wanda, she had say, giving one of her friends a nudge. Tell us, how many dresses did you? Now what happens? She replied, 100 dresses. 100, exclaimed all the little girls incredulously, and the little ones would stop playing hopscotch. Now here it is given that they always try to make fun. Okay, Peggy, here it is given, used to ask the number of questions related to dresses, related to shoes, and she started to speak. They did all this while being ignorant of the fact that it could hurt her. Here it is given now, as the other girls screamed in astonishment, the little girls would stop playing. Wanda would affirm their queries that she had dresses made of velvet and silk too. Sadly, after she left, they all used to laugh at her. Now here it is given that Peggy and Maddie both started to say several kinds of questions. When they started to ask question, how many pairs of shoes you have? Then she replied 60, each pair different. It was Peggy's idea to embrace her like that, though she was very polite. Now here it is also given that Peggy was not really cruel. She protected small children from bullies, and she cried for hours, but she always tried to make fun with this little girl. And now here it is given that I wanted to tell that as for Maddie, this business of asking Wanda every day how many dresses and how many hats and how many this and that she had was bothering her. Maddie was poor herself. She usually wore somebody's hand me down clothes. Thank goodness she did not live up on Boggin Heights or have a funny name. She started to think. Mary did not like the idea of making fun of the number of clothes, and she wanted to say Peggy that please stop ask that kind of question. But now what happened? Mary did not feel very comfortable teasing Wanda, but she did not say because she has that kind of afraid that if she told, then Peggy started to make tease these girls also. So she stopped and started to thinking. Okay, students, you try to understood whatever video I have given you, and after that story I will send you in next video.